He was watching the unconscious girl on the sofa when a large group of SWAT officers burst through the door. The police pinned him down and handcuffed him. This was a joint operation between the FBI and the narcotics team. The FBI found a large amount of illegal substances and weapons in his house.
Fuck is this, Jimbo?
Jimmy, it's an AK-47.
So no possibility of reduced sentence.
I got great lawyers.
They turn water into wine?
Jimmy was arrested and imprisoned for the illegal possession of contraband and weapons. He thought his father would get him out soon, but his father, in order to protect the family interests, made him plead guilty in court. He had already reached a deal with the prosecutor, Beaumont, and would only be sentenced to 4 years. If he behaved well, he could be out in 2 years. In order to lessen his sentence, Jimmy agreed to his father's proposal. On the day of the trial, Jimmy chose to plead guilty, but the judge believed that Jimmy possessed heavy weapons to protect his illegal goods. The judge sentenced Jimmy to 10 years in prison, based on the minimum sentencing standards. At that moment, Jimmy realized that both he and his father had been tricked by the prosecutor.
10 years? 10 fucking years? Are you kidding me? You lied to me, Beaumont! You fucking lied to me!
7 months later, the prison guards suddenly took him to the infirmary. Sitting there were the prosecutor Beaumont, who tricked him into pleading guilty, and a woman. The woman's name was Lauren, a special agent. She had discovered that in the 7 months Jimmy had been in prison, not only did he get along well with the major prison gangs, but he had also started a side business renting out adult magazines. She needed Jimmy's social skills, so she wanted to make a deal with him. She proposed transferring Jimmy to another prison to get close to a serial killer and get the location of the hidden bodies from him. They suspected this killer had tortured and murdered 14 young girls, but they had only found one victim's body. They needed to find the other bodies in order to convict him. If Jimmy helped her solve the case, she could apply to reduce his remaining 9 years and 3 months of sentence. When Jimmy initially refused her proposal, it was because he had already been deceived by Beaumont once. Before leaving, Lauren hoped he would think carefully and cherish this opportunity. The next day during a visit, Jimmy told his father about the deal. His father told him to abandon the idea because the other prison housed psychopaths, which was very dangerous. He also said that the officer's words were not trustworthy. His father promised that he would do everything in his power to get him out. However, the next day, his stepmother came. His father had become seriously ill due to the stress from Jimmy's situation, and his condition was critical. He might not live to see the day Jimmy got out. In order to see his father sooner, Jimmy decided to agree to Lauren's cooperation.